Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Hope you're doing well. So today's video is going to be a little different than most videos that I make. So this video is going to be me sitting here in the office, and I'm going to answer questions that were on a older video that I put out about 2 years ago now. Actually over 2 years ago, about being in the Army Reserves. There's a bunch of questions, and I didn't get to answering all of them, so we're going to do that right now. All right, so first question. When you go to drill, do you have to bring all your gear? Short answer to that is going to be no. You don't have to bring all of your gear. You typically know going into that drill, whether it's going to be a 2-day drill, a 3-day drill, whatever it might be, you know what you're going to be doing. So you know if you got PT, what kind of training, if you're going to the range, all that kind of stuff, you'll know ahead of time, and that will determine what kind of gear you need to bring. Next question. When you go to drill, can you bring any vitamins or anything over the counter? Not entirely sure what you mean by that, but if you mean like cold medicine or supplements like creatine and protein and all that kind of stuff, multivitamins, then definitely you absolutely can. There's no reason not to. Basically, what happens at drill, you'll either be in a hotel, depending on how far away you live, have to sleep at the unit, or if you live close enough, you can go home. That's totally depending on what on where you live, and you can bring whatever you want, as long as it's not an illegal substance. There's no reason you can't bring it. Do you get the GI Bill? Yes, we get the GI Bill. We still tuition assistance, all that kind of stuff. Whatever is in your contract when you sign up, you can definitely get all that stuff. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be active duty to get all those kind of college benefits. Actually, the reserve is a great way to go to college and serve at the same time, and then you can make more decisions once you get out, or once you get done with school, rather. What's my MOS? So my MOS is 88 Mike, which is transportation. Basically, I'm a truck driver. We drive anything, or at least we're qualified and trained to drive anything from like a 5-ton to a Hemet. But my unit personally, we drive long haul, so we drive 18-wheelers with flatbeds, and that's how we move supplies around. Have you ever been deployed? I have not been deployed. Been in for almost 6 years now. Actually, next month, this December here, will mark 6 years of service for me. I haven't been deployed, volunteered a few times, but never got picked up, unfortunately. What kind of benefits do you get? So benefits, you get a lot of the same things that you get on the active duty side. So you get the college money, like I said before. You get the benefits with that come with being in the service, as far as VA and everything like that. And then you get the healthcare as well. So you get that TRICARE, which the only difference is in the reserves, you have to pay into the TRICARE. So for like a single person, it is, I believe, $50 a month. You get, your vision, dental, healthcare, all that kind of stuff, little to no copay. And then for a family, I don't think it goes above $250. And the same thing, little to no copays with that. So that's a really, really good insurance for a really low price, better than you'll probably find in the civilian sector. What do we got? What else do we got? So, do you have a part-time job or just do the reserves for income? So, I would not recommend the reserves be your only source of income, unless, of course, you're living on campus at college somewhere like that. Then that's a little different. But for income, currently, I own Fresh Cut Properties, which is a property maintenance company, and that's what I do currently for income. Now, which is a really cool thing about the reserves is that you can really explore the civilian sector while still serving, and the reserves gives you a lot of, in the military in general, gives you a lot of good training and leadership and responsibility and understanding good time management. So do you ever see combat in the Army Reserves? So the short answer is yes, you absolutely can. I personally, like I said, I haven't been deployed, so I haven't seen any combat. But I do know plenty of guys in my unit that have seen combat either before coming to the unit, while in this unit, or guys that are in the unit currently and have just come back or just gone out, and been attached to support groups for like the SF, Navy SEALs, all those kind of things. So you can definitely see combat in the reserves. It's not unheard of by any means. And at one point in time, I don't know if this is still the stat, but reserves and guardsmen were getting deployed like 3-to-1 over active duty. So you can definitely see combat in the reserves. This one's asking about pay. So basically pay, regardless of what division of the Army you're in, I believe this is the same for all military, you get paid on the 1st and 15th of every month. The only exception is, and this is active duty side, being in the reserves is different. But on the active duty side, so while you're in basic training, everything like that, which is what this question is, you get paid on the 1st and 15th of every month. Only difference being if there's a holiday, you'll either get paid before or after that holiday. In the reserves, you typically get paid like 10 days after having drill. What is your unit? So I'm not going to say my unit on here, but like I said, we're a line haul unit. Was your training very hard? So basic training for me, I went to Fort Benning, Georgia, which is known as the hardest place to go, or one of the hardest places to go, just because that's where the infantry goes, that's where the Rangers go, that's where SF trains. But personally, I didn't think it was that difficult, and I wasn't in the best of shape when I went in either, which I wouldn't recommend. I'd recommend being in good shape when you go. But I didn't think it was that hard. The mental game is the hardest part. As long as you're ready mentally, it's going to be too easy. And then once you get done with basic training and you go to AIT, AIT is basically like college with a few more restrictions, but you're also getting paid. So it's just too easy. It's not that bad. And then how long do you have after you join the reserves to start drilling? So once you sign your contract in the reserves, you can start immediately drilling with your unit in most cases. Basically, you show up in civilians and you kind of get to meet everybody, get an idea of the expectations and everything like that, and just kind of how the military works and how the Army works, and especially how your unit works. And then once you go to basic training, AIT, and you get done with that, the next month that you're back, you will be expected to show up to drill. And if you've been drilling before, you'll know exactly where to go. If not, your recruiter will help you get all the information you need when you get back to be ready to go. So, what do I do for a civilian job? Like I said, I own this property maintenance company, Fresh Cut Properties. Been doing that for about 3 years now. And like I said, the military has given me a really good starting point as for how to operate and carry myself, being a business owner and things like that. And every day I get the opportunity to learn more, and I get paid to learn those things, so it's great. But yeah, guys, so that's gonna wrap up this video. That's all the questions that were on there. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. If you have any other questions, go ahead and comment on this, or you can go ahead and hit me up on Instagram, send me a DM, ask your questions, and if I get enough questions, I'll make another video like this one. Or if there's a topic you guys want me to really talk about, let me know in the comments, and we can definitely make that happen. So, all right, guys, take care, and we'll see you.